in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this typical FPL Live Saturday edition where it's Norwich versus Liverpool. It almost feels like deja vu, rolling us back the weeks when it was game week 1, where, of course, we were all praying for a clean sheet from Liverpool, where everybody had a triple Liverpool defence, but unfortunately Norwich breached them with that Pookie goal and it ended 4-1. But fast forward 26 game weeks later, and here we are, everybody's captain Salah, including good friend Jason. Evening, Jason.
Good
Welcome.
Evening. Good evening, Steve-O. How are you feeling? I bet you're on cloud nine, aren't you, after that awesome Burnley steadfast display earlier on. Everyone's basically most people in the chat pretty much dismissed Burnley as having a chance to get anything out of that game. I didn't. I think I said they were going to win 1-0. They won 2-1. Great result.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's a terminology that you use all the time, which is I think you're viewing this through FPL goggles. And I think a lot of people do view a lot of results through FPL goggles. I think that everybody seems to think that now everybody's got McCarthy, Stevens, Ings, Redmond, Dan, that Southampton were going to batter us. And we do. I keep going on and on and on. Teams like that, we do not lose against. And apart from the odd anomaly here or there, i.e. Aston Villa or Crystal Palace, who we can never beat, we're never going to lose. So, yeah, teams like Southampton always find it a struggle versus teams like us. And, of course, Madri Vidra turning up with a goal. A player that hasn't scored for 17 months, albeit he's only started 5 times.
An amazing goal. Amazing.
I haven't seen it yet. I know it's going to be coming up on YouTube soon. So
yeah, it was nicely taken. Nice bit of skill. I mean, Southampton were pretty much dominant in the first half, much of the second half, a lot of possession, but Burnley did what they do best. They defended really well, and the wind was playing a part. I must admit.
Is that how the first goal went in?
The first goal was very much something you see on a Sunday League pitch. Corner comes in, catches the wind, and kind of does like a banana bend into the inside, near post basically. And Danny Ings was on the post, and the idea of having players on the post is that they clear the ball. But for some reason, Danny Ings decided to leave it for the goalkeeper, and in so just literally let it go in to the net. It was comedy. It was actually comedy gold. McCarthy was actually inside the actual in the goal at the time as well. It was a bit of a hullabaloo, I'm going to say, on that one. Redmond, we'll talk about that. Dan, of course, putting a pun on Redmond. Dan just seems to be cursed. Dan just seems to be cursed, to be honest, at the moment. FPL Aguero, thank you ever so much for becoming a member to the show. That's very, very much appreciated, my friend. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, FPL Aguero, for that. Trent's had a shot wide. Of course, the game's now kicked off, so I'm going to just turn the radio on.
Yeah, literally, after 20 seconds, Trent Alexander-Arnold has just done an effort.
It's going to be one of these games where you're just going to hear Trent Alexander-Arnold crosses the ball in. But we're here for the duration, guys. I think that this has been the longest week of my life and the longest game week of our FPL lives, Stevo. It's we just want the games to be played, and I'm sure you're happy that that Man City and Aguero will be playing for you next week.
Well, you say that. I mean, obviously today. I mean, we haven't even revealed the team news, but reality, all we care about is, did Mane start? The answer is no. Liverpool's team is as expected. The front three of Oxlade-Chamberlain, Firmino, and Salah up front. Like people like yourself who've got Salah as captain, obviously got a lot invested in this game. I keep forgetting you've got Alisson in goal and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I've obviously got Trent, Mane on the bench, and of course Salah.
Bill, I just want to address Bilal. Jason, Dan isn't cursed. Redmond's shout was out of the blue, no reasonable logic. No, he's been playing all right. I mean, the fact that I say he's cursed is he pulled up in training. Like, that.
And now he's out for a month.
So, that's why I say he's cursed. All right? It's not like he played and got 0 points or 1 point. He literally never got a chance to play. That's why. Hey, Daily Llama, how you doing, buddy? Hello, Brew, Manchester Reds. Count yourselves lucky. Stevens owners hit the bar and could have had an assist for handball. Yes, he did.
Well, I said yesterday about... no, I didn't. I said it... God, my day starts so early in the day. I'm normally in bed now, but the point being is that... Interesting. I always make the point... I made the point on Twitter earlier on that I am... with my team having more points on the bench as it stands with Scientiu and Dendoncker from last night's game than the three that have played already.
Yeah, I know.
But there's a chance that Mane may not come on. Unlikely. He's going to
And
get
Williams for United.
Williams. I reckon he'll start versus Chelsea. But let's be honest here. 0-0 last night. Leicester haven't kept a clean sheet for God knows how long, and there was logic behind why I put Sainch on the bench because of that. Really, I didn't expect them to keep a clean sheet, and not only did he keep it, he got a flaming bonus point. It's unbelievable. And
it's all about kicking. Yeah,
having a goal rule.
The goal. Yeah, so I didn't. I must admit, I still haven't seen that goal yet. I saw a picture. I've seen a picture of a Wolves fan in the stand who is perpendicular to the line of where Bowley got the ball came into him, and it does seem from that angle that he was onside, but I don't know. I haven't seen the VAR. I haven't seen the decision. Steve-O, have you? And what did you think of it? Without a,
it's the classic thing of there was a hair offside from the corner. The corner was taken short, and the player that it was played to was offside by a hair.
Oh no! So it wasn't even Bolly then. It wasn't even Bolly.
No, it wasn't even Bowley. And
right then. Okay.
The goal seemed all completely legit, and it's the classic thing of As
you must have been spitting feathers at that point.
Well, surely. I only found out about when was it? About half an hour ago.
What? An hour ago? That Bolly had a decided goal.
Yeah.
Right. It's one of those, isn't it? I mean, that would have really made up those points.
Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry, Paulie is saying it was the corner taker that was offside.
What?
What?
Wait, what? What? Was it passed back to him then? Was it passed back to the corner taker? That's the only way that he could be offside. If he took it short and then he got the ball passed back to him. Oh.
Yeah, Pookie's been taken down. Yeah. Gomez taken down.
Looks like no one's saying it's a pen, so we'll carry on talking. I really don't know.
Yeah, so it was passed back to the corner taker.
Yeah, right. To be fair, I mean, again, it's just VAR and the application of VAR. Did by any chance has anyone seen a match referee look at the pitch side monitors yet? Anyone in chat? Anyone?
Sorry, Charlie saying the corner taker, his plastic on his boot was offside. Yeah, it's just laughable.
The molecules that he breathed out were offside because they're technically part of his body.
The question for you, Jason, is of course when me and Dan did the stream last night, breaking news from Paul Lee, and then of course from the Guardian that Man City has a right to banned from the Champions League. What are your thoughts on that?
They'll appeal it and it'll be reduced to a year. That's my prediction on that one. Notwithstanding the fact that the punishment will still go ahead, and fifth spot is all up for grabs. Man United. We might have a chance to qualify. We might have a chance to qualify for the Champions League now. But all depends on how Igalo kind of fits in and the teams around us, really. I mean, the way Burnley's going, I think they're only 3 points now off of Champions League football. Is that right?
I don't know specifically. I'll use a certain app to access that information.
Use that certain app. Hi, Nidgers. Love the content from you guys. Any way to sync the stream to the match? I don't know if there is. I mean, unfortunately, in the nature of streaming, depending on where you are in the world as well, you could try and pause the stream actually and play it. Yeah, pause the stream. Mind you, it's going to be behind anyway. You can't pause the radio you're listening to. So yeah, I don't think there's any way that you can sync the stream. We're going to be like 5 seconds behind anyway, probably. I think it's like
we'll be ahead if anything. We're bang on the time.
We've got the radio on at the moment, so
radio's usually slap bang on. Because whenever I do streams
you
of
can't
Paul
get
Lee,
faster than radio.
it should be all fine. But
Yeah. Not one English ref has went to the World Cup for a reason, Jason. They're a bunch of clowns. Well, they best league in the world, but certainly not the best referees in the world. But then it's if they're relying on the FPL, if they're relying on VAR, then it's not an assistant referee, is it? It should be called it should be VOR, shouldn't it, Steve-O? Video overruling officials. Referee. Video overruling referee. There we go. There we go, guys. Hashtag VOR. Jason, do you think United will get Sancho, considering that Man City won't have Champions League, Liverpool won't have guaranteed strats for him, and Chelsea have signed Ziyech? Oh, Chelsea signing Ziyech is literally like an arrow into my chest. I mean, I really, really wanted Man United to look at getting Ziyech in. Like, he's like, for those of you who don't play Championship Manager 2001-2002 patch to this season, you won't know how good Ziyech is. He's insane. Like, even on Championship Manager. No, but they've got a steal. Was it like 38 million Chelsea played for him? I think that's the sort of player that United need to be looking at getting. But alas, he's joined Chelsea. Really great bit of business for Chelsea there. He is underrated, Bilal. Absolutely. I don't know about Sancho. I don't know if he wants. It depends if he wants good wages, because United just dish out the money to anyone. So I suppose if he wants to get paid well, then he can come to United. Champions League, yeah. He's amazing. Yeah.
Morning, Kev. Wonder what the percentage of Salah captaincy is in the cash league is. I'm sure it's 75%, Jason. I'm sure Phil brought that statistic last week. It's 75% of people captain Salah, because there's only a few people.
A lot of people captain Salah. And like the biggest concern was, would this match go ahead? You know, we've got a storm going on at the moment.
Well, I haven't.
Obviously, I have.
Is it bad up there? Is it?
It has been quite bad today. I haven't seen the actual quality of the conditions in Norwich at the moment, so it doesn't sound like it's really playing a major part in the game at the moment. So, yeah, obviously a little bit concerned about the early team news on Twitter as well. There was an account that was made literally today, claiming to be in the know for Liverpool and saying that Alexander-Arnold and Salah was going to be benched, and everyone was panicking. Well, I say everyone, a lot of people were panicking. But just a good reminder that you should take it with a pinch of salt, unless they're a well-known, established, in-the-know account that's willing to give early team news. Don't start getting your knickers in the twist, so to speak, if things are announced that go against what your team is, especially if it's from an unknown source. Hashtag Simon Bellamy.
Hassan Tarek is asking about, should we get rid of Vardy? I think you should have got rid of him ages ago, personally. He's been out of form for quite a while. What do you think on Vardy, Jason? He's just not a player for me that I'd even consider anymore.
Probably. I mean, what are their fixtures? Let me just remind myself on.
Green. That's all I know.
They're not green, are they? They're quite. Oh, they are green. They are green. They got Man City. They got Norwich. I don't know if I would be getting rid of Vardy, to be honest. I mean, after Man City at home, you've got Norwich, Aston Villa, Watford, Brighton, Everton, Crystal Palace. I mean, I really don't. It's a little bit of a slump, but I can't see Jamie Vardy going on a dry patch for too long, to be honest with you. I think if you've got him, unless you really don't have anything else to do with your transfers and you're bored, then keep him. What's your thoughts, Steve-O?
Well, I think for me, I'm just somebody that if a particular player hasn't done anything for X amount of time, so in this case,
Well,
the
he's not
last
returned in. Well, when was the last
since
time?
game week 18, he's got 1 goal and 1 assist. He's got an
Wow,
assist
yeah,
since game week 18,
an assist since game week 18.
albeit 2 blanks.
I got him back. See, I didn't go through all these blanks with Vardy, so I don't feel I haven't felt the pain as much as other people have. I don't know. Hang on. He's playing in game week 28. That's the thing. He's playing in game week 28, and if you take him out, are you going to have to kind of have you got other players in your team that are going to be blank in game week 28, or are you going to bench all 3 of them, or that's something that you need to consider. I think he's due. Yeah. I think I'd be personally holding on to Vardy, but that's just me. But I don't own him, so it's easy for me to say. But if I did have him, I'd probably hold on to him. Like Jimenez, of course, I'm holding on to Jimenez, and Jimenez, again similar. He's returned. Let's have a look. In the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, he's got two assists, 3 assists, no goals. So, and that's with Jimenez. So, what am I doing? No, I'm not. I'm looking at the wrong player. Ignore me. I'm literally looking at Adama Traore. Sorry. What am I talking about? Sorry. In the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, he's got 3 goals in the last 7 games. There we go. So that's the correct stat. And that, again, that's not amazing form, is it? So, but I'd still be holding on to Jimenez. There we go.
For anybody listening to us only and wondering what's going on in the Norwich-Liverpool game, to be honest with you, it seems quite end-to-end, but no real chances, Jason. It doesn't seem that either team has really tested Alisson or whoever the Norwich goalkeeper is.
Yeah.
Tim Krul. There doesn't seem to have been any action in the box whatsoever, barring a very early chance for Trent Alexander-Arnold after 20 seconds. What would be the ideal result for you tonight? For me, it would be something like 2-1 and the goals
3-0 to Liverpool, Salah hat-trick. That would be the ideal result. I mean, with Trent Alexander-Arnold getting me an assist or 2. I mean, no, I think in all seriousness, I think a couple of goals for Liverpool, Salah being involved in at least one of them. That's an ideal result for me. Clean sheet for Alisson and Trent, that would be nice.
Yeah, for me it would be Salah blank, Trent an assist. Well, some form of attack and return, but conceding just to cut out those clean sheets from people like yourself that have got double Liverpool defence. But I predict. What did you predict for this game? Because I predicted 3-0 to Liverpool.
I will have to double check. Hang on. I think I normally write it down, but I haven't. I think I went with 2-0 or 3-0 on this one. I'll just double check now. Carry on talking, Stevie.
Sorry, I've just seen some news there. I'm not going to read it out until I confirm it myself.
I went 3-1 to Liverpool. Wow, I even thought that Norwich would basically the same result as first game of the season.
Well, I will read this news out, but TV presenter, ex-Love Island host Caroline Flack has been found dead. Wow. Of course, Caroline Flack, who was recently fired from the show due to personal issues with her partner. Wow, that's extraordinary. Non-FPL news, but yeah, that's insane. But yeah, back to
wow. Well, sad. Sorry to hear that news.
No, Bilal, it's not fake news. That is true. Just checked on Twitter. Like I said, I'm not going to read out anything until I see a credible source. And yeah, unfortunately, that is the news. I mean, talking of Bilal, how have you guys done on the predictor game? Well, that's probably one of the only few things that I actually care about, Jason.
I missed a week, didn't I, at my wedding?
Yeah.
I missed a week, so I'm probably miles behind. So Lino again, let's have a quick look for February.
Well, just a quick one, boy. Evening, Andy. Let's talk FPLs. Waiting for us to announce a Firmino or Salah goal. Sorry, mate, ain't going to be happening.
I came third in the score predictions in January. That's insane. In February, I'm just miles away because I missed a week away. I missed a whole week. I'm 62nd for February.
It's the only thing that I take. It's really funny because
where are you, Steve-O? Let's have a look.
I think overall maybe 18th, maybe a bit higher, maybe a bit lower, but certainly in the top 20. It was after the last
10th.
game. 10th, am I?
You're joint 10th.
I'm about 30 points off top spot. Lino completely destroyed.
No, you're still in January mode. We're in February now. Shano 83's top.
You're joking.
No, Lino's down to 26th at the moment.
No, wow.
At the moment he is, yeah.
Something I can play for. Yeah. Wow, I'll get it up on my phone screen.
But this Christian is pretty consistent. He's 6th place at the moment. He's there or thereabouts a lot of the time. He was 12th in January, but in December he was 3rd. In November he was 20th. Never mind. Lino's the one to watch.
Let me just look at this because I like I say, it's the only thing that I actually seem to have something to play for. So 54. Yeah, I'm 31 points off top spot.
Overall, you mean?
Overall points, yeah.
In the overall points, right.
Blimey, FPL Penguin's doing very, very well, but it's very tight between a lot of us, to be honest with you. It's really just Lino and Christian and Alex Todorov, which are really storming up there. And then between FPL Mechanic down to myself, it's only like 12 points. Bob C's just a point behind me, along with Ryan Seashan. So, yeah, it generally does seem to be the only thing that I enjoy sometimes is with the predictions. And now I'm level on points with Firetog. Because I know Firetog was doing pretty well in this. And it's funny because we were asked... I asked Dan last night the question about how predictions can maybe help or hinder your FPL returns, and in my case, evidently hinders because I do well at predictions, but not getting my FPL predictions right, to be honest with you. But what can you do? So long as I win, if I hopefully could win. But I know Lino's doing exceedingly well in the Super Brew game. Like he was fourth overall. And he was number one in the Fantasy Football Scout Super Brew League. And I genuinely wish him all the best. I don't know if he watches the live streams, to be honest with you. I'd apologise if you do, Lino, but anything happening in the game, Jason? Because to be honest,
I'm hearing it. I'm just hearing names, and that's it. And it's never anything really coming of it. So I'm just thinking, right, well, like you said, it seems to be a bit boring at the moment. I mean, not much happening.
Manchester Reds is saying Norwich are looking like the better team. And there we are, Paulie. There's nothing really happening. And is it going to be one of those games which just ends up with someone like Origi coming off the bench and just getting that one goal in a 1-0 win?
We've got Andy from Let's Talk FPL in chat, I believe, at the moment. How's it going?
Yes, I did just address that 20 minutes ago.
Oh, right, sorry. I was reading stuff. I can't do two things at once, but yeah.
Yeah, did we send the Daily Llama to this game? He's making the point about this is a kind of game that we'd send him to go to.
Get the bottle
Actually,
out.
I'll ask this question in chat. If
We need James Bang commentating on it, don't we? Because that's generally what happens when we don't get anything.
Anybody in chat, if you listen to Planet FPL's tester podcast from yesterday, it's their FPL quiz. If you could, if anybody did listen to it, let me know how you got on. So they asked 20 questions about this season from a fantasy football perspective. Let me know in chat how many you got out of 20. I'll reveal my score at the, if I get anybody mention this, but it was also Bilal straight away. I got 2 out of 20. Can you tell me which ones you got right, Bilal? The two questions you got right, because I got 2 out of 20 as well, and it was the one where it was the player that's got the best points per 90 minutes, and the name one of 3 players which are on 9 yellow cards. Matthew's saying he got 5 out of 20. Wow. Well done.
Oh.
That's very, very impressive.
We got so Andy, I was just checking your matchup on the Champions League, and obviously you're up against
He's doing really bad on the Champions League.
Terence Levy, I believe.
Oh, I don't think that's Manchester Reds. I get the two of them confused.
Yeah, he's not doing too well at the moment, but it's like a lot of the groups, it's still open. He can get a couple of wins. If he can get a couple of wins, he can try and breach that first and second spot. And of course, Andy on 6 points at the moment, with Vince on 13, along with Rich Clark on 13. Still enough
it is
games.
Manchester Reds.
Yeah.
Okay, it's in chat now. We've just heard that Byron has come off for Norwich, and Lewis. Lewis is coming on for him.
And Andy did his wild card.
That's right. Yeah. Very if you're still listening, but very, very interesting stream he did.
I bet he was.
I just love. I love those streams that he does when he's just full on open and honest. It's fantastic. It's like it's like a drama unfolding, and people like anybody that does these streams, like chatting to the live audience watching and justifying why you're doing these moves. Oh, it's just fantastic entertainment. It really does grip you. And yeah, he did his wild card, and the funny thing is, I'm doing slightly better than him overall.
Well, I don't know. Well, depends on how your Aguero thing goes and how Salah plays today. Because again, he's also captain Salah. He was very unfortunate because he's got Stevens for Southampton, who of course hit the bar in that game, come very close to scoring. And he's got Bolly on the bench.
Yeah, I did see his tweet, and I just I laughed because I just thought, yeah, because I got Scientia on the bench.
I watched his drunk stream live, Geordie Kev. It was one of the best entertaining bits of FPL I've ever seen.
Well,
it was brilliant.
Well, compared to yours, Jason.
Well, I didn't.
In fact, FPL Aguero, if you're watching this, I think you should upgrade your membership to the premium one, which is Playmaker, because you'll be able to see if you didn't see it. No, he was part of it, wasn't it? FPL Aguero was actually in that stream with us celebrating.
I can't remember
our birthday.
Oh, hang on, you might be echoey because I might have just done a. Yeah, there we go. No more echo for Steve-O. Thank you for letting me know, Tahir. Appreciate you letting me know about the echo. There'll be no more echo with Steve-O now.
Yeah, Lewis Kirkby, just to say that it was Planet FPL that released, just for a bit of fun, just as a tester, they released a a 20 questions of the FPL season so far, just a bit of fun. Oh yeah, Kev, yeah. Yeah, the drunk stream Jason did. I mean, in fact, this is do you know what, Jason? Go for it. Plug the membership for our channel, because I think that that'd be really cool. But yeah, Statman, that is available. I can assure you now. It's about 3.5 hours long. It is.
Okay.
It is superb.
Of course, memberships are just a way to support the channel. They give you little name badges next to your name. Every month you're a member, your loyalty badge gets upgraded. You can find out all about it under the membership tab on the Elite FPL YouTube. We also get perks for having videos that we record or even live streams outside of our regular schedule. And also, like Steve-O's just addressed, some of the special streams we'll keep for the members to watch back. One of them being the anniversary stream where I drank quite a bit of alcohol.
It's not. In all seriousness, it's not just that. It was what I loved about that specific stream is the interaction that you had with John
telling
Harris
everyone to shut up
and Crazy Jack. And that wonderful moment where the cork popped off in your face. Just, you cannot make this up. You can't.
Well, it was when I said, I'm not that stupid, and then the cork popped into my face. So it was like a double
whammy.
Wearing
this hat you're wearing now, or was that before?
No, I was wearing a different hat, yeah.
Yeah, FPL Mechanic. Oh, blimey, FPL Mechanic, we were just talking about you doing very well. In fact, yeah, we were just talking about you doing very well in the Predictor League. Yeah, 4th. Someone that I could potentially catch at least within it. But yeah, no, that stream, for anybody that is a premium member, highly recommend watching, because that particular stream was very, very enjoyable indeed. And there's something I'm kind of looking into doing, Jason, is potentially, obviously with you as well, doing almost like a hangout stream.
Yeah.
Where we get guys to go into hangout and just literally just stream it, broadcast it, and just barring the language, of course. I think
it can be quite amusing, getting the build up to a game week where everyone's waiting for the team news to come in, and the reactions to the team news, to the team sheets, the rumours that are going around. I think what we could do is just do some testers on the Hangout streams for the members.
That's exactly my thought. Yeah.
So we do the membership. So the members over the coming few weeks expect to see some live streams of the build up to the game weeks and mega matches that are involved in those game weeks. We'll get that arranged. We've also back on SoundCloud again. We're fully on there, and you can now you can now listen back to our YouTube streams via SoundCloud.
And that for me, Jason, for me personally, I know Dan's somebody that likes SoundCloud as well. I'm sure there's many others. Is ideal for people like myself that only listen to the streams. I don't actually watch the stream. I do watch at home.
But if you're busy doing something else, you just listen to it.
Oh yeah, usually though I listen to everything at work. So yeah, I don't want to have the YouTube app on. I want to have my phone turned off to save battery life. You get the idea.
Yeah. Have we got any goals yet, Steve-O?
No.
I'm hoping that my radio's broken. I'm hearing Trent Alexander-Arnold's name a few times now.
Yeah, he put Ox through, but it just, here we go. Here's a t-shirt design, mate. It came to nothing.
Yeah. Well, I've already thought of an eyes in the sky t-shirt.
Yeah, tell the audience, yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it.
Jason came up with an eyes in the sky idea for a for a t-shirt. It sounded pretty fun. But Kev making a funny point here. I've been hitting the Hangouts a bit more lately. It's been a really good crack. Some laughs in there, especially with Dre describing the difference between his metal bands and Steve-O's. I would probably say that the difference is that you won't have a clue.
Do the metal bands that you listen to actually tune their guitars before they go up on stage? Because would you be able to tell, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I can use a name.
It's not Dragon Force.
Get stuff. I nearly swore then. Shadow of Intent. Shadow of Intent, the latest
Cradle of Filth.
underground deathcore act. Absolutely superb. They have produced an album which is, if anybody watching this or listening to this is a fan of this genre of music, I personally believe that they have produced a masterclass and something which will set apart them from the majority of copycat acts.
What are they called?
Shadow of Intent.
Shadow of Intent.
From America. The singer is only, I can't believe he's 24, but he is. And my goodness, the vocal range on him is just absolutely extraordinary. No, Kev, no, it's not disfigured fetus, it's dying fetus. I had a vest.
Which is quite an
amazing.
out there name.
They were so good live. They're a band that my brother got me into, and that I can't explain unless you're a metal fan or an underground death metal fan.
Can you? But Steve-O, when like screaming death metal, whatever, can you actually make out the words, or do you just go to there to just kind of get?
Hold on a minute. Norwich on the attack. I'll get to that in a second.
It's not like you can sing along to it, is it?
So, unless there's pig squealing involved.
Oh!
Hold on.
Oh! Oh my God, Alison! Oh my God, he went to go around Alison. Timo Pukki went to go around Alison. Alison does just enough. Wow. 3 bonus points, Alison. I'll take that. So yeah, Steve-O, going back to
yes, I can, within reason, understand what they're saying, but to someone that doesn't listen to the style of music, yeah, obviously I appreciate the fact that it just sounds like.
Do you have to go onto Google? Yes or no? Do you have to go onto Google and type in the name of the song to get the words and then understand the song, or can you listen to it long?
Names of the band on the shirt. So. So yeah, I think the Daily Llama sums it up absolutely perfectly. I wish I could. I don't have it anymore, but I wish I could share a video on Twitter of this extraordinary singer of a band called Vulvidnia.
Okay.
I can't say what the actual name refers to, but it's not particularly pleasant, shall we say. But yeah, going back to Dying Fetus, when I saw them live, probably one of the best and the funnest gigs I've ever been to. Just 1,000 people just jumping around,
moshing.
I nearly swore again. Just
kicking the living crap out of each other. Anyway, two-step.
It was fantastic.
Head banging.
Yeah, there's this guy that goes to them on a regular basis. These underground.
My
in fact,
God.
I'm going to one in a couple of weeks' time, actually, at the Underworld.
Just hang on. Just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is an FPL channel. Don't worry.
Doesn't this just sum up the quality?
Oh no,
of the game?
hang on. Carry on talking, Steve. I need to just put you in thing on.
Yeah, I just think that for me, I've completely lost the track of what I'm talking about.
Did you hear something, Steve? That just put you off or something? What?
No, I didn't hear anything. What did you just play there, Jason?
I didn't play anything.
Oh, okay.
No, you were talking. I want to hear. Come on, let's go.
What was we talking about? It's like I'm drunk. It's like I don't even know.
You're high on this atmosphere at Norwich at the moment.
Bilal, yeah, fair enough. I mean, Jason, that's what's so good about Elite FPL. We talk about a range of topics and don't constantly get caught up in the FPL every second. At the end of the day, that's true. But reality being is that this game has been atrocious and there's really been nothing to talk about whatsoever. Let's be honest here. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of people watching this now, watching the game and thinking, what on earth is going on in this game? Because to me, I've heard nothing, Jason. Nothing.
Well, literally, apart from that Timo Pukki thing that happened a moment ago, it's just been pretty much nothing. Oh, Alexander Arnold just did a rash. I hope he ain't going to get a yellow card. Oh, please don't get a yellow card. Steve-O, another shot of vodka, question mark. I think Steve-O's still drunk on that shot of vodka he did for Lama's birthday yesterday.
Lewis makes that shot of vodka in the system, probably because I rarely drink. Me taking any form of alcohol completely blows my head off, as you would have seen last night in ode to Dalai Lama. Obviously, it was Dalai Lama's birthday yesterday, and wished him all the best by just taking a sneaky shot. I am thinking of doing an FPL Dave, Jason, and doing a drunk stream, possibly one day, just for a bit of a laugh. And
we won't be getting any ad revenue on that one then.
Oh, here we go. Kev's getting a bit serious, so here we go. Statman, lads, in a nutshell, do you have a chip strategy you are leaning towards?
Well,
Jason?
I've only got one left, so not really. Just play it on a double game week and hope for the best.
Yeah, I in all seriousness, Kev, I don't have a strategy in mind. I've just...
He is. He's going to triple captain game week 38 and get 6 points.
Oh yeah, I've already said that I'm going to use the triple captaincy in game week 38. But if there's a triple game week, which very unlikely, I'll happily triple captain in that. I'm just waiting for as much news as possible regarding chip strategy. And the only thing that, let's be honest, Jason, the only thing you and I have got to really play for is actually the Torby Elite League. I was telling Dan about that last night.
Yeah, I'm still within touching distance of the top 4, and I must say that I am still trying to achieve a respectable overall rank. So that's another thing I'm playing for at the moment, is to finish, hopefully in the top 250,000 and maybe even the top 100,000. I still think I can finish in. So who knows?
Bilal asking, someone in the Elite FPL community should play all their chips at the start of the new season and become first in the world. I got some bad news, Bilal. That's already happened this year. Friend of the show, Dereco.
Yeah.
And hold on a minute, we've got a free kick on the edge of the Norwich area. Trent and Robertson are standing over it, according to James Bang. So hopefully we may get a goal.
Come on,
friend of mine,
Trent Alexander-Arnold. If you score, I will captain you next week.
Hold on a minute. Trent.
Oh my god. So basically, Trent Alexander-Arnold has dampened the foam that the referee's sprayed so it doesn't get in the way of the ball, like it would anyway. There we go. Saved by Cruel. Caught, but all that for just nothing. Great.
So Bilal, we actually had, in fact, we had Dereco #1 in the world and regular contributor in Discord, Cy Bellamy, who's actually a close friend of ours, who's actually in your video, Jason.
He was top 20, wasn't he?
16th.
Yeah.
Officially, by the way. That wasn't just for...
Firmino apparently fouled from behind, but play on. Carry on.
Yeah, in fact, that was official as well. Cy was 16th in the game. Official. So, and Dereco was Dereco #1 in the world, or was that just as a game week?
A game. I think it was. I think it was a game week.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So maybe like a Saturday, he was #1, and it was his sister's team. Wink. Which is extraordinary. And yet, ironically, the team that is in the Cashmere League was doing absolutely rubbish. I don't know Dereco's sister's team rank, but I can tell you Cy Bellamy's rank. And Cy is the best for anybody that wants to know who he is regarding Discord. But at the moment, Cy is unfortunately, he's doing okay in the Torbay Elite Mini League, but I'm going to catch him. So's Jason, but he's now down to 236,000th. So
I'm only 20. I'm only 20 behind him.
Yeah, there it is. Game week 3. Game week 3, Cy was 16th. He was 153rd in game week 2, moved up to 16th, then dropped down to 103, and it's just been red, well, predominantly red ever since. Hovering around the 150,000 mark average, really. He dropped out of the top 100,000 in game week 11, and it's just ever since then. Just been going down. And people like me and Jason, we're catching him. So I know you'll be watching this. I'm coming to get you, my friend. But I'll ask you, Jason, live while nothing's happening. Your thoughts on breakfast versus evening streams next year?
Yeah,
and the competition between teams and everything. I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious.
Let's get the Northern Hemisphere up against the Southern Hemisphere. Let's get that rivalry going. Let's get this whole, friendly banter. The next season, I think it's going to be great. Yeah.
Absolutely. Cameron Rawcliffe, aka the FPL Kid on Instagram's here. Once again, he's another one. In fact, Balawi's another one that had an absolute stormer to the start of the season. I don't know where he's dropped to now, but I'm just looking at the community, the free league that we've got, and I can't even see him in the top 50. So, Cameron, if you want to just tell or write in the chat where you are now overall rank, would be interesting.
Hashtag up the North, King of the North.
20,000th, okay. Yeah, we've already in fact, Bilal, I'll give you the exact rivalry, what it would be. It'd be Jason, Davey P, Boona, and Daily Llama versus obviously myself, Aussie Boy, Davey FPL, and Statman. So that's all I'll say. Oh, Cameron, Ron Rovers Vlogs is in chat. Well, he was earlier on.
Thank you for that subscribe, Niraj.
What's going on in this Liverpool game? Norwich aren't budging at the back. It's going to end 0-0. Or as Daily Llama put it, it's the type of game where they'll end up scoring 3 goals in the last 20 minutes.
Can only dream at the moment. This is dire, isn't it? So where's all these goals goes?
I think every stream we do, Jason, just doesn't seem to have anything really happening in it, goals-wise anyway.
Well,
I'd love to look back through all our streams that we've done live and see how many actual goals we've covered, because just nothing seems to be happening in anything we seem to do. Obviously, this time back in game week 1, wasn't it 1-0 at
no,
half-time?
I remember like earlier on. I think it was like game week.
Oh, there's half-time.
8 or something. Game week 9. It was like nothing happened for the first like 25 minutes. And most of the games at 3 o'clock. I think it was like, and then all of a sudden they all started to fly in, and it was like crazy. And we didn't know where we were going. And I think there was one where we had a few people in with us as well. I think James Bang, Daily Llama, Boona, G-Wiz possibly with us as well.
What Statman, and that's why we need these streams. It's actually more entertaining than the game. Absolutely. Right. Well, I've got something entertaining. Well, I haven't got anything to say, but Jason certainly has. Jason has some very, very interesting news. I did hinted at something last night, but Jason has some genuinely important news for you guys to listen out to. So for anybody listening into now, I suggest you prick your ears up because I'm going to be interested to hear this as well, even though I know what it is. But take it away, Jason. This is great. This is exciting times for Elite FPL.
It is exciting times for Elite FPL, and we're always looking to try and introduce new ways and new features to the channel, and allow people to get everything in one place. We've got the Discord, which has got the community all together, and basically, we just I'll throw it up on the screen. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what I've been working on for quite some time, and it's pretty apparent what it is. It's an app, and it's been quite some time, probably I'd say the best part of a month and a half in the concept of thinking of what to put in this app. And it's
everybody.
Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Stevo, who's listening to himself.
Played. I didn't realise that. I'm using the app, Jason.
So yeah, I've literally had a little chat with the community on Discord, a few of the moderators. They've come up with suggestions. This is currently in the beta test phase, which means that I've actually ironed out a lot of the bugs. There's no real bugs in it, but the features are almost there now. The good news is it's been submitted to Google Play, so hopefully we'll get it live in the next 3 to 5 days. So it'll be on the Google Play Store. A few people in Discord have got the app downloaded on their phone and they've been giving me feedback. But let's just talk about what sort of things you can find in the Elite FPL app. Now, when you load the app up, you'll have the home screen, and it's pretty self-explanatory. At the bottom, you've got your menu, and we've got the ability to watch us live. You can see past shows. You can listen to us. You've got the Premier League table, which you can access via the More menu as well, which is live updates, live. And we've got the there we have a look. I'll get back to that in a minute because do that last. I think we've got a bit of a history about us on the app as well, which we're going to add to, and we're also going to have content from certain select members as well, possibly even a blog or editorials. Eventually, that's what I can see happening. We've got the predictions game, which is on the website at the moment. The predictions game is coming to the app. So instead of having to go onto the website, you can go onto the app and do all on the app. We've got the live streams on the app. And the perk at the moment, the perk for using the app is that there aren't any ads. So we don't get ad revenue from it, but there's no adverts on the app. So for all you people that are used to seeing adverts playing, like maybe a Google advert on an app, we don't have those at the moment. There's no plans to introduce them. I certainly don't want to see adverts on the app or a full screen advert before you can watch our content. So that's something there. We've got live scores. So you can literally keep up to date with scores as they happen on the app, and that was earlier on a screenshot I took earlier on in the Southampton-Burnley game. And we've got past shows. You can watch all of our past shows on there. Members, there will be. I'm thinking of trying to integrate memberships with this as well, but it's quite tricky. So all the past shows are on there to watch back. And this is the other menu. So basically, we've got an ability for you to get in touch with us. I've already spoke to you about the predictions. We've got the Challenge League as well. You like the get in touch bit, do you?
Yeah, I think that's very clever. I think it's very good for people to, if they feel that it's exactly what you say in the app. If there's anything that you'd like to let us know, essentially, if there's any feedback that you want to let us know about what we want to talk about, there's a very simple option there in the app to let us know if you want to.
Yeah. Get in touch with us.
Yeah,
talk to us about it. We've got the Discord there, so if you haven't got Discord or you want to get in touch with part of the community on Discord, you can easily get Discord through the app. We've got the ability to share the app to other FPL managers that possibly haven't seen the show, or they do or they don't know how to get hold of the app. You can share that with them. We've got a support us part, so this is literally totally just the fact that we want to keep building upon what we've got now. We want to try and get this to be more of a career for us, really. Let's be honest with you, something which we can do long term. That we can sacrifice days at work to do this, and the only way we can do this is to build up an audience. And at the moment, the support and the donations that we've been receiving for you guys have helped us in reinvest. Because essentially we're reinvesting the money into things like this app, for example, the graphics, the time it takes to do the graphics, the time it takes to come up with new concepts, and the more the show goes on, and the more support we get, the better it gets. We can only do so much, so that is an option as well. But it's totally up to you whether or not you do that. But yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, guys. Pretty much that's the announcement. So you can probably expect to see the app live on the Play Store by next game week, by next weekend possibly. So there you go. Yeah,
it's absolutely fantastic. I think I said this off air, but the biggest bonus benefit from my point of view is being able to, and I mean Anurag has already brought this up, but listening to the shows on SoundCloud and not having, I said it earlier, not having the phone on.
Oh yeah, that's a question. Yeah, so I haven't got a screenshot of that, but you can see at the bottom where it says "Listen to us." So again, we want to be able to broadcast our content to people and also be able to cater for everybody. So we know that not everyone's going to have the ability to sit down and watch our shows when they're doing things. So the SoundCloud is really important because via the app you can open up our past podcasts, close down the app, and the podcast will play. It's pretty common, and that's what Steve was saying. It's just trying to put it all in one place on the app, because everyone uses apps these days. Everyone's on the apps. So
I don't, but yeah.
Steve-O, up until last year, you didn't even know what the internet was, mate. So, but yeah, majority of people in the chat, they use the apps. But anyway, half time, the bonus points for Paulie there, 3 for Robertson. Really?
Oh,
2 for McLean and Gomez.
Hill will be happy with that. Hello, Sir Hill, if you're watching. But he's got Robertson as captain because he basically forgot about this game week, and everything's exactly the same as he left.
It's not over yet, mate.
Robertson is his captain. And talking of investment, Jason, I'm going to be investing in a desk.
Oh, wow. There we go.
So I can actually put my legs underneath something rather than flaming having a 50-foot podcast.
So there you go.
Spread for crying out loud. But
hello, Lee. Aussie, how you doing?
Aussie.
Jordy Kev.
Yeah, man. Totally respect the hustle you get out of what you put into life, and especially fantasy football. At the end of the day, I mean, it's all in the what do you call it? The history of the show. But reality being is that I've been doing this for talking fantasy football for 10 years. Yeah, 10 years plus. So this is just the same thing, but doing it in front of 100 people. Aussie boys here now. Fire Talk's here. Afternoon, lads.
Hey, Fire Talk. How you doing, buddy?
Ace Adventura. What happened to the suits? Only special occasions. Norwich, Liverpool don't require a special occasion, Christ. Although, you've just talking of reminding me. Good news, Jason. Good news, everybody. I have officially booked off the final day of the season.
Wow.
So, obviously, the final day of the season is on May the 17th. So, we'll, of course, be covering that particular game week all day long. Yep. Sunday, 17th of May. We'll, of course, have, well, I'm assuming, Jason, we're going to have 10 correspondents for 10 different matches. And
wow,
we'll have the party.
It's going to be
a triple captaincy on Leroy Sané versus Norwich.
Oh, my God.
Who knows?
Good luck with that, mate.
Maybe even Jack Grealish away at West Ham. West Ham are useless, so Grealish may have a bit of fun that day. But yeah, and certainly I've also booked off as well the start of next season, which is on August the 8th.
Right. So I don't know if you were there when I had this conversation. I want to do maybe at the end of the season, or maybe the week after the end of the season or something. I want to do a meet-up in London, and I want to play a game of football in Hyde Park, London, and depending on how many turn up, we just divide it into two. We have a game of football. What's your thoughts on that? And then we stream it live.
Well, I'd be up for it. I only live down the road, so.
So yeah. I mean, I've spoken about that. I've been speaking about that. I'm sure I spoke to a few of the mods about it a while back, but I really would be down for that. So we will talk about it in Discord as well. But I think that's not going to be the hardest thing to achieve. Zorb football, says Leozzy. Jumpers for goalposts, Leozzy. It's got to be done. Dally Paul has got a question for you, Steve-O.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm a river full of logs, JT. Justin Timberlake. Do you know what I love? This is going to go over everybody's head apart from Mr. Reed. This is a Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Carl Pilkington, XFM reference, and this is one of the Rockbuster. Yeah, go for it, yeah.
No, carry on. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
This is one of the Rockbuster questions. And do you know what I love about that, Daily Pool? Is Gervais's reaction to that specific clue. And you're another one that will they'll understand this. It's a fable.
Right, I want to just basically share something with you guys that I've learnt literally in the last 5 or so days. Steve-O, have you heard of something called Shrove Tide?
No.
Has anyone in chat heard of something called Shrove Tide while we're in this lull? Because I couldn't believe it when I found out. So basically, for those of you who don't know, it's a there's a small English town called, I think, Atherstone, and they've done something. They do everything on Shrove Tuesday. Every Shrove Tuesday, it's a medieval football match that takes part, right. and the whole town takes part in it. Let me just show you, for those of you who have got no idea what I'm talking about, some scenes. Oh my god, it might be inappropriate to some users.
Is this the one that's across the whole of the town?
This is the one. Yeah, this is a whole town.
I do know about this because on Hawksby and Jacobs from Talk Sport, one of my favourite guests that they have on, Andy Smart, takes part in it every year. He actually does a live broadcast from it. It's absolutely superb.
Well, that's one way of calling it, but they've got they're all after a football, by the way.
Mm.
And they're it's madness. It's they proper, yeah. There's no holds barred in that one. But I found out about it literally the other day, and I have literally got no idea. I had no idea what it was. No idea. I didn't even know it happened. No, it's a big football. They just basically, there's 2 goals, and I think they're 2 miles away from each other. And look at the car; it's been smashed. I mean, you just wouldn't park your car in the town, would you? Let's be honest. But yeah, mental, absolutely mental.
That's very
I'm surprised you haven't taken part in it, Steve-O, to be honest with you, mate.
I'm not going to travel to some.
You should do some 2-stepping and headbanging and get your boombox of a bit of Mark of the Shadow, or what was it? Shadow of something?
Shadow of Intent.
Shadow of Intent. There we go. So I'm allowed to just basically commentate on this because it's what we call creative use, Creative Commons. So commentating on this, but fair play to the people. And this was uploaded by Urban Pictures UK. Go and check them out on YouTube if you want to know more about Shrove Tide. But yeah, enough of that. And are we back into the game? As the game started?
Yeah, about the game. I couldn't care less about the game. Dally Paul, I seen a stat that's saying 44% of people are playing 44% of people playing fantasy football are inactive. Is that a quiz off Rockbusters? Is FF Franz Ferdinand? No, I did actually hear that stat. In all seriousness, yeah, 44%. Yeah, and people like myself and Jason are hopefully going to try and catch up with those. Well, yeah.
We just thought we'd give you a head start, guys. It's fine.
Fire Talk with a bit of trivia here. That's how football started. I believe it was 2 towns near Rugby. They began rugby football and then it split into 2 games.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know that the medieval football was a thing, but I didn't exactly know how the game was played and how many people were in part of it and how far the goalposts were away. I was pretty naive and I just thought that the goalposts were within sight of each other. That obviously not, but. I'd rather watch Shrove Tide than this game, says Lewis Kirkby.
0-0 is going to be a disaster for me.
If it ends 0-0, God, just blooming typical, isn't it, for this season, this game week? I mean...
Oh, that's how I knew. Yeah, Daily Pool, I actually commented on... it was Fantasy Football Fix that put that stat up, and I actually, thanks to Niraj mentioning this, I actually did a witty remark saying that basically of the 44.8% of teams that are inactive, I just replied with, and 100% of them are above me. So it's but no, Sultan Saeed saying about Ricky Gervais's Afterlife, not for me.
You not like it?
Me. No, I didn't. I
thought it was a
huge Gervais fan.
No, but I thought it was alright because it was like a guy battling with the fact that his wife had passed away with cancer, but it was the way he acted, the way it's the way he lived his life. He lived his life like a shell, and he literally the humour was still there, but it was a very dark black humour essentially. I
just find the way Gervais acts in it, it's just so in your face. There were bits in it I laughed at, but I mean, Kev saying, well, did I like Derek? No, but I did like Carl Pilkington in it. I thought it was absolutely superb. He was brilliant, Carl, as the caretaker in that. And he actually features as an extra in extras. He's one of the photographers outside the Ivy when Andy Millman comes out and he goes up to the photographer, Carl. And once again, Carl just plays it really, really well, considering he's an absolute buffoon. FPL Maestro, do you like The Office? Do I like The Office? The Office has ruined my life. Ruined it. I cannot go through a day without quoting it. I read an article years ago. And even when I say years ago, I'm saying it as if I'm Carl Pilkington. Years ago. But years ago... I read an article about this guy who didn't even realise that even when he spoke normally, if he was quoting The Office or if he was actually being genuine, and that's me at work. Me at work is that person. Certain sitcoms has ruined me. The Office, Fawlty Towers. Fawlty Towers is one. In-Betweeners. A Peep Show to an extent. What else has ruined my life? Superbad. Just the quotes from these particular shows have just destroyed me, and I don't even know ever if I'm ever a real person speaking or not. It's crazy. Bruce saying, I like the US version, but I don't like the UK one. Oh, Brew, can't be a moderator anymore, my friend. Yeah, Kev, I agree. The specials to tie up the loose ends with the Dawn and Tim, and of course Brent standing up to Fincher. Yeah, absolutely. Also, I actually think Extras is better. I actually watched Extras fully through the other day, and the ending to that is so applicable to today's society. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Auto Reclose in chat has asked any new shows watching. I'm watching. I have watched on Netflix the Stranger, which was actually I actually really thoroughly enjoyed watching The Stranger. It was pretty much a plot twist after plot twist, and a good friend of mine now has got me into a series on Now TV called The Outsider, and that is a Stephen King inspired series that is pretty gripping. So if you're after something thrilling, gripping, watch The Outsider. Anyway, Pookie's charging forward apparently. Cater defends well. There we go.
I watched a film actually the other day, and I was surprised that Dan knew what it was, and also someone at work knew what it was. In fact, the person at work, when she said, "I love that film," I was like taken aback. But do you know the film Don John?
No.
Anybody in chat? I watched that for the first time and really, really enjoyed it.
Do you know what film I think you'd enjoy?
Go for it.
Basketball.
Basketball.
No, basketball. Base as in baseball, and then kitball like basketball.
I've never heard of it.
Basketball. It's Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the creators of South Park. Before they were big, and just as they were getting really big with South Park at the beginning, they made a movie called Basketball. Yeah, give it a watch. I think you'd enjoy it quite a lot.
Jasmine Hughes, hello. The only reason why I'm mentioning that name is because it sounds like there's a female watching. Assuming it's a female. The Human
Centipede, I've seen that movie.
Oh, God.
Pretty disturbing. Basketball's the funniest thing I've ever seen is Pete Smith. Hi, Pete, how you doing? Psych out, yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. You should watch it, Steve-O. That's your homework.
I just don't have to. In all seriousness, I don't have time, Jason. I'm either doing this or I'm in bed. If I'm not doing this, I'm in bed. So, unfortunately, watching anything is pretty unlikely.
The Witcher's alright, Anurag. Have you seen The Witcher, Steve-O?
Well, before I answer that, FPL Maestro, the Saw movies are thrilling. So, Saw 1, 2, 3 and 4, fantastic. It just dies from number 5 because they just decide to, go down that route of the more shock value, the better it is. And now they're releasing another version, Jason. Do you know about this?
No, they're not. They're milking this cow quite a bit now, aren't they?
Your mate Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah, it's not my mate.
Chris Rock.
I've got nothing to do with Chris.
Samuel L. Jackson's in it. I can't remember what it's called. Splinter or something. Slitter.
Welcome to the FPL movie review channel. Starts up today when we're supposed to be following the Norwich Liverpool game, but literally it is like the weather, pretty awful.
Spiral. Thank you, Maestro. Thank you, nuts. Yeah, utter garbage. I saw The Thing, the 2011 version.
Oh no, the original one.
Which is the prequel. Oh, The Thing, the original The Thing.
Oh, Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, yeah, brilliant.
Absolutely. I've seen that so many times.
Have you seen Escape from New York as well? I know it's not the same, but... I think
I have. Jasmine, interesting. Don't beep with cats. Now, I really enjoyed episodes 1 and 2 of that.
What?
Don't F with cats. You seen that?
No.
I generally do recommend watching it. It's quite fascinating, episodes 1 and 2. But what really disappointed me is episode 3 was just I don't want to give it away now, Jason, because I highly this is me saying this. I highly recommend you watch that.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic. What horror movies do I like? I'm not really a horror fan, but The Thing is certainly up there.
Oh, Haunting of Hill House is a good one to watch on. I think it's on Netflix, isn't it? That's a good one. The Haunting of Hill House.
I think I may have seen it. I don't know.
It's a good series. That's a horror sort of
series,
genre.
is it?
Yeah, it's a genre. It's pretty good. It's more psychological horror than actual like jump scares, though.
Oh right, okay, that's interesting then. Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Oh, you can't go wrong with Mr. Bean. I mean, the Omen.
Yeah, everybody. While we're talking
Hostel.
films,
Yeah. No.
What's your favourite films, everybody? What's your favourite film of all time? I mean, Jason, I'll ask you. What's your favourite film?
My favourite film of all time is Groundhog Day. Bill Murray.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Yeah, Groundhog Day I can watch and watch and watch. I think the story is incredibly well written. I think the moral and the acting is superb, and I think that every time I watch it, I just have a smile on my face because it's a really happy ending. Shawshank Redemption is a very, very good, but that's almost like the default answer that people say because they've looked on IMDb and been like, oh yeah, that's pretty highly rated. But no, Shawshank is a brilliant movie. But I just like the happiness of. Oh, here we go. The Goonies, Stand By Me, and Goodfellas.
Gravy Day,
Back to the
pulls a
Future.
string to my heart. The Departed, good lad.
I've seen that. I've seen
Alien.
The Departed. The Shining, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Brilliant
Sorry,
movies.
Jason, did you just say that's breaking? Did you say you haven't seen
The Departed.
Departed? Yeah,
No, I think I have seen that.
it's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hang on, I'm just going to double check.
Oh, Trent Alexander-Arnold just had an effort then.
No, I haven't seen The Departed, no. But it's got a very
you
good
must.
score on IMDb, so
Absolutely fantastic.
I'll check it out.
The twist, well. the
Yeah, well,
tiny
right,
twist,
okay.
Fantastic.
Have you seen this Inception?
Couldn't stand it. I watched it.
What about the
I
Matrix
understand
movies?
it.
Do you like that sort of stuff?
Sorry, say it again.
The Matrix trilogy or the Matrix
No,
movie?
I'm not really a fan of stuff like that. No.
Sci-fi, I suppose.
Yeah, have you seen this Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler? I haven't. I know it's been
No.
advertised, but no. What about Irishman or Men?
I haven't seen that. I haven't got enough time to watch that. It's like 3 hours long.
Yeah, it's actually longer than a Steve-O stream. Maybe I could stream while watching it.
Lord of the Rings was good. The Two Towers my favourite. Back to the Future is just pure nostalgia. When I watch Back to the Future now, it's just like, oh my god, I want to live in the 80s. Dumb and Dumber was good.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my life. A double save by Krul. Firmino with the ball in. Salah does a turn, strikes it, saves it. Keita comes in with a rebound, saves it. Oh my god. Wow. Is it going to be 0-0?
Yeah. Robert Dinsmore is
Salah
saying
is off the
that Revenant
pitch.
is his favourite film. Superb film.
Is Salah off the pitch, is he? I've just heard him.
Yeah, I think
I've not heard anything.
no.
Taken, yeah.
Well, apparently
Who's?
Mane's coming on and Wijnaldum's going off.
Mane coming on for his 1 point.
Oh, Beverly Hill Cop stat man.
Beverly Hill Cop. With the what's his name? Died, didn't he? Now, no. I'm thinking
Eddie
of
Murphy?
Beverly Hills. No, I'm thinking of Beverly Hills Ninja. Have you seen Beverly Hills Ninja?
Sorry, Wijnaldum off, Fabinho on, Mane, Oxlade-Chamberlain off, Mane on.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy. No, sorry, I'm thinking of Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh, Oxlade-Chamberlain didn't get the 60 minutes.
Oh, what's his name? What's the name of the guy in it? Chris Farley. Chris Farley.
What, has he passed away?
Yeah, a while ago. And he's also got Chris, and it's also stars Chris Rock as well.
You're a fan of Stranger Things, aren't you?
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it's good. It's 80s, isn't it?
Anurag's saying about it's a very good show.
Oh yeah, it is.
God. Do you know what I was thinking of doing? Was sleeping tonight and actually listening back to you doing this stream and seeing what would happen. And then I was going to do a match of the day challenge, watching your stream, reacting to it, and thank God I didn't. I'd rather be doing this live because at least I don't have to listen to this ever again. This game is awful, Jason, unless you've got Tim Krul in your team or a Norwich defender.
That's rubbish,
What an
isn't it?
absolute waste.
Oh, it's rubbish.
Take Salah off. Because, of course, they've got Atletico Madrid next week. Huge game for...
Don't take Salah off. Don't be silly.
Well, the fact they've already used 2 substitutes...
We've chose the right night to go live to broadcast one game. I just hope that Man City is more entertaining than Kevin De Bruyne outscores Aguero.
Unfortunately, I can't actually cover that game. I was really hoping to be able to cover that, but unfortunately I can't. Do you reckon you'll be streaming that game, Jason? Or...
Say again, sorry?
Do you reckon you'll be doing a stream during that game? Do you know or not?
I don't know. Maybe. Origi's warming up. Oh, no.
Well, I say we're coming on for Salah, but...
Firmino, please. Firmino off for Origi. That's my hope on that one. You guys doing double game coverage during Man City game, and Spurs. I know we may be doing that, but it all depends on how our schedules go, really. Team Wolf.
Which Spurs games though are we talking about here? Are we talking... You're talking Chelsea, Spurs, Anurag? Are you talking Leicester, Man City? What are we talking? To clarify what you mean, Anurag. Be interested to hear what exactly specifically what you mean, but... Yeah, you're going to be opening that, aren't you, as well, Jason? Sun going mad tomorrow? Do you know, we haven't even spoken about our team. Should we just talk about FPL for a second? Because this is just...
Yeah, my team's been on the screen for a while. Let's talk about yours first, because people have been looking at my team. So let me just get your team up now then. So Steve-O, let's get your reaction to your FPL team thus far, Gameweek 26.
Well, it's the key one being Sancho on the bench. I'm needing essentially Williams to not play, but I just can't see that. He would have come on for Holgate, but of course Holgate made that 4-minute cameo. 4 minutes he came on for, which is just so frustrating. If you're gonna, I always find it strange when a manager rests a key defender and then just brings them on for the last few minutes. It's a bit like with Sterling that time when Pep brought him on for a minute. I just don't understand bringing on a player for such a key part of the team. Bringing on, if you're going to bench them, just bench them for the whole game and not play them at all. Certainly bring them on in the last few minutes. I don't see the point, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Salah in there.
Salah with another shot blocked.
But reality being is that...
Oh my God, it's literally...
Seems that
all Liverpool at the moment.
Pitch. Up the tempo a bit.
Corner kick to Liverpool. Interesting. I've just been asked, what's the points difference James Bang says between you and me? No, it's not.
It's 20, isn't it, or something?
At the moment, it's you're on 1366. I'm on 1415. Do the maths.
Oh God.
39 points
Ahead.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. That's crazy. It really is. I mean, referring to my team, it is really down to this Aguero captaincy. And Grealish, of course. I actually think Grealish is going to score tomorrow. I really do. I think he'll do well against Tottenham. I think he's going to want to prove why they should have bought him, should have spent the big bucks for him. Unless he's completely unless Mourinho just sticks 2 players on him. I can see Grealish doing pretty well. But Aguero
is your man, isn't he? That's. I remember being in this position where I've had all my hopes on Aguero. Just for your sake, I hope he delivers. Because there was obviously a worry that it wasn't even going to take place this week, and you would have had the same as me, Captain Salah, only with 2 less, main players in your team starting. But at least you'd have had Solanke off the bench, possibly points from Greenwood as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? And, James, honestly, please
don't need to do that, mate.
You don't need to spice up any rivalry unless me and Jason were specifically competing for something. Then I'd encourage it, but no, I'm not going to encourage something which me and Jason got nothing to play for whatsoever. Unlike last season where we were competing for.
Last season was such a gem of a season, wasn't it? Where we were literally. Oh, what's happened here? Is this possibly VAR?
Yeah, so I'm here.
No. It's just the commentators talking about Van Dijk being held in the box.
It would be funny, Bilal. How funny would it be if Norwich beat Liverpool?
Well,
it would be funny.
Norwich. I mean, it's this sort of fixture that they could fall down to.
But Paul Lee making them. How was that not a penalty? Obviously, me and you aren't watching the game at all.
No.
But I always respect Paulie and Paulie's judgment here. And Jason, I keep asking you again. This whole VAR thing, and evidently saying this should have been a penalty. Why isn't it gone to VAR?
Because VAR will only do. Well, my understanding is VAR will only overturn an incorrect penalty decision if it's a clear and obvious error on the referee's part. Now, if the referee's seen contact between the player and Van Dijk and deemed it to not be a foul, then they won't overturn it. However, if there was an arm involved, it was a bit of handball. It doesn't matter. They would give it. But yeah, I think it's just one of these things where VAR is just causing so much problems at the moment.
Yeah, Bilal making the point. VAR is good, but the way it's used is the problem. I completely agree with that. Completely agree.
It comes down to the UK. Well, it comes down to the Premier League match officials at the end of the day. That their threshold for a foul is different to World Cup. That's the thing. Like if you go and play football in the continent, you can't get away with the same sort of manhandling in the box that you can in the UK, and that's just the way it is. We're more physical in the UK. We've always been like that.
Just desperately need Norwich to score now, just to cancel out. Like I keep going on about those.
The double clean sheet. The double clean sheet that I'm going to have.
People like Anish have got triple Liverpool, and I'm assuming he's captain Trent as well. What's the live bonus, Jason?
The live bonus points. Let's have a look.
I can see it myself now.
Yeah, I haven't got it up in front of me. So yeah, it's just Krul on 3, Robertson on 2, Gomez on 1. Don't have any of those.
Come on, Norwich.
Says it all, doesn't it? Krul on bonus 3. This is when Mane's gonna score a goal and sink my.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. One of the few differentials people like myself. I mean, Boone has got him as well.
Oh, the World Cup! The World Cup. I thought the VAR in the World Cup was brilliant. I really enjoyed the World Cup, and I thought the VAR was just. I can't remember anyone really complaining about VAR in the World Cup. And those games are. You could argue those games are way more pivotal than a general Premier League game, and people were. Acceptance of VAR was pretty widespread.
Do you have any plans for the summer of playing the European fantasy football game, or like me, just doesn't interest you?
I think my wife would probably have something to say about that. I don't really have any thoughts about that at the moment.
Oh, at least I'm in good company. Hold on a minute. Liverpool on the attack.
Norwich are on the attack. Cantwell. Tete. Looks like they've run out of... Oh!
Tete's just hit the post. Just cracked one in.
Oh my life. Alisson had no chance apparently. Wow. Well, that was a chance. Is anyone still awake in chat?
I'll be falling asleep in a minute.
Tim Krul is on 10 points.
How many saves does he have though? There can't be that many.
He has had 5 saves.
Has he really?
One more and he's on 11 points.
Didn't you have him for that?
No, it wasn't. No,
it was the Aston Villa keeper, wasn't it?
No, it was the Norwich sub keeper.
Oh, of course.
Because Krul was injured, wasn't it? What's his name? Oh, I can't even remember his name.
I was thinking McGovern. But
it is McGovern, yeah.
Is McGovern? Yes, right, because I was McLovin.
McLovin. I had McLovin in goal.
And what actually happened there again? What? It was a free hit.
Yeah, it was a free hit. That was it. It was mental. And he got a penalty save, didn't he?
Yeah, let's have it. And they lose 6-0 or something.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's just quickly look at the game.
My goalkeeping luck has been ridiculous this season.
Bring it up on screen, Jason. Go on. Let's just.
Oh, let me have a look.
Gameweek 8 it was.
Gameweek 8. There we go.
Yeah, Norwich lost 5-1.
Here we go. Free hit played. Gameweek 8. Mental. I had Yarmolenko back then as well. What was I thinking? If only my future self could teleport back to tell my younger, less informed FPL self that I was nuts, Captain Aubameyang, and bringing Yarmolenko into my team. Oh, Bernardo Silva as well was talked about quite a lot. Otamendi.
I mean,
Tomori, remember Tomori?
Wow.
McGovern, 9 points. Looks like Norwich are really going for it now. Wow. The wind is proper blowing outside now.
Well, I'd rather listen to that than...
I'd rather stand outside in the wind and rain.
Hold a minute. Salah looking for Firmino, but it's been cut out. The Daily Llama. The Daily Llama. I've just managed to play a full concerto, piano only, whilst getting 30 marshmallows in my mouth and 10 Skittles on my nose. Very good. Well done, Gabriel de Rop. I'm fine with a 0-0. Means I win my Champions League match versus Davey FPL. Who am I playing in that? Let's have a check, shall we? So I'll be interested to see who I'm playing in the Champions League this particular game week. Do you know who you're playing, Jason?
I haven't got... I played a Mandilin last week. I don't know who I'm playing now. Let's have a look.
Yeah, right.
I am in Group F, and I am playing... Drum roll, please. Why is it not loading up?
Well, I'm against Ryan Seashan.
I'm
And if
against...
I win this... Yeah, go on.
I am against a Mandilin. God, I thought it was last week, but because this game week's lasted forever, I am against a Mandilin. It's a goal. Mane!
Yes!
I've had enough of this game.
Who got the assist? So Mane's just scored.
I said he would. Blinking hell.
Hold a minute, Jason. The VAR check, of course.
I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking.
Henderson would get the assist.
I'm not even looking. I don't care.
Oh, hold on a minute. VAR's potentially could say no goal. This is when I love it when you're like
Please.
that. Now I'm looking at you. Oh, it's been given. Mane scored. Solskjaer, don't play Williams. Don't even take him to Chelsea. Here we go. Right. Hopefully he gets 3 bonus. No, he won't even get a bonus point. He'd be lucky to get a bonus point for that. Right. Ryan Seashan, where are you, my friend? Oh, now everybody's going to be bringing him in as well. Buying him. Wow. Apparently it's his 100th Premier League goal. Excellent. Which is what we want to hear. Oh, there he is. Oh, Ryan.
See, the thing is, the problem with Mane and Salah, right, is that Salah needs 20 chances to score. Mane doesn't.
Yeah, he needs just a 1. I agree with that. Fly me, I'm one of the few people that owns Salah. Mane. Yeah, but Chelsea Flyer is still owned by 20%, but I would say that of that 20%, probably, yeah, inactive teams. I would say of that 20%, probably
8%.
Yeah, 8 to 10% are active. Ryan, I know you're a regular. You may even be in the chat now, but Ryan Seachin, my Champions League opponent. I'd love to know why you played double Bournemouth defence. Francis and Rico. When you had Lundstrom in your team. Quite interesting, but it looks like I could hopefully. Our differentials are quite good as well.
Anish with his triple Liverpool defence and Trent Alexander-Arnold captain. Surely Salah comes off now. They've done 3 transfers, haven't they? Or they've done 3. Haven't they done 3 substitutions, or are they on 2?
2.
Or Origi didn't come on then.
It was Ronaldo off for Fabinho and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh no. Oxlade-Chamberlain off for. I gotta check on him. Yeah, they've done 2. Yeah, Fabinho off for on for Ronaldo and Oxlade-Chamberlain off for Mane.
Right.
So hopefully Salah, if he takes Salah off now. James Bang, Steve, I wish I put a bet down for 2-1 Burnley win. Yeah. But if you'd have done that, James, it would have come through.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, that's this game week over then.
Mane's active ownership is 16.5%. Really?
Wow.
How long is left of this game?
Not long enough.
Just end now.
It's like, what, 15 minutes left?
No, less than that.
10 minutes?
About 7, 8, 9. Yeah, about 10 minutes including stoppage time.
So 15 minutes then?
No, 10 minutes total. It's on the 83rd minute.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. 10 minutes then.
Norwich are making a substitute.
And
Not that it matters to anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, Buendia's coming on.
Anyone in chat own Cantwell? Happy with your 2 points?
Sahil,
BPS with the goal hasn't really affected the BPS. Robertson bonus 3, Gomez bonus 2, and Van Dijk bonus 1. And
Sahil, that I work with, had Robertson as captain because he forgot all about this game week.
Wow. That's
and he
crazy.
even had Chilwell in this team.
Lewis Kirkby has Cantwell starting. Well, let's hope he doesn't pick up a yellow.
Cantwell starting? Oh, he had to. Oh, so Salah's going to complete the game. Milner is on for Keita. But if there's a penalty, of course, Milner will be taking it. Let's hope there's a penalty. Mane get fouled.
Oh, don't.
That would be fantastic.
That would be like salt in the wound.
Of course it is, Statman. Is Mane bandwagon refueling? Of course it is. How much is he now, Mane? Let's just quickly find out. He's dropped down to what, 12.1? Let's have a look. He is a whopping 12.2. So really not that much. Blimey. Salah is 12.8. Jesus. Did not know it was that high. It's risen that high in price. 12.8. Incredible.
Well, who's a man Dylan got in? That's what I want to know.
Have a look, yeah, just have a look. Let's find that. Oh man, Dylan. 4. He's on 21 points at the moment. Captain Salah.
Right. We've essentially got the same players playing. We've got the same players.
Firmino.
Well, from what I mean is left to play.
Oh, ouch. He was one of those players. He got rid of Lundstrom.
Firmino's missed for 4 yards from a Trent Alexander-Arnold pass.
Damn.
Wow.
That would have been Alexander-Arnold stealing the 3 bonus if that had gone in.
A Trent to Salah now would be perfect.
Blast.
Alexis Sanchez was the most expensive, wasn't he? For Arsenal. FPL player.
Yes. Yeah. Well, from the start, no. Well, I think he rose to that, but I think wasn't Van Persie the most expensive to start with at 13 million?
13 million, yeah.
Maybe Lam. Yeah, there we are. Sultan Saeed. Oh, it was 14 million.
14 was he? 14?
Yeah. And that's the year which he didn't perform that well. Well, he did. He still performed well, but
before
not
he left for Man United.
Yeah. No, before he left for when he
left to go
retired.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, when he went back to Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah.
Paul Mansell, what were you all thinking about Vardy? We mentioned it earlier on, just get him gone. Well, I think just get him gone, but Jason thinks that maybe stick with him due to the fixtures.
Liverpool getting another win.
James on Planet FPL was saying that
Chelsea Flyer is saying Liverpool always edge games 1-0 too many times. Well, that was what Man United were doing for years and years. Winning.
Who cares, yeah, as long as you're winning.
Yeah. Sorry, Steve, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying that James on Planet FPL was saying that he doesn't care how much Trent Alexander-Arnold is next year. He's bringing him in, even if he's 8.5. What do you think about that? Not specifically James doing that, but more to the point, the fact that if Trent was 8 million, 8.5, would you have him?
Still good value. Yeah. Essentially a midfielder playing in defence.
What are the best Leicester assets for game week 28? Harvey Barnes springs to mind. Jamie Vardy, obviously. I'd avoid defence like the plague. I know they got a clean sheet last night, but their defence... Perez, maybe? Bit of a punt.
No, oh, saved by Alisson.
I'll tell you
how many
what,
saves Alisson on?
Amazing for me.
How many saves Alisson on? Oh, it's not on. One save. Wait, I thought earlier in the game Pukki went to go around Alisson and he did enough to... Perhaps that wasn't classed as a save.
Trent's now on 2 bonus points now.
He's on 1, isn't he? No, he's on 1. Gomez is on 2 on 28. Unless it's not refreshed.
And Robertson's on 3.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Will Mane get in there, though?
I don't want him to. Well, he's on 22 bonus points, Mane, and he's 4 bonus points off Alexander-Arnold, who's on bonus 1. And if it's a winning goal, he might sneak into bonus 1, yeah.
Oh, Mane's just got a yellow card. Of course he did.
Ah! That's better.
Planet FPL People's Poll podcast about Messi if he came to the Premier League this coming summer and what his price would be was very interesting. But with this Man City ban, that podcast episode, yeah. Talk about going to Man U, apparently, Jason. Could you imagine Messi at Man United? Solskjaer would play him as a defensive midfielder. Can't lose a game.
He won't go to Premier League.
Gotta play Martial.
Messi won't come to the Premier League.
No, of course he blinking won't. Well, not now, for definite now. Oh, come on, referee, blow the whistle. I want to go bed. I want to watch. This will be funny for everybody. I want to watch Jeff Marshall. Who's Jeff Marshall? You may be asking. He's a tube/train enthusiast that puts.
Oh my god, dude!
Fantastic. I'd love to meet him. He lives near around me. I'd love to meet him. Say hello. More interesting than this game. In fact, that's a question. What's more interesting than this game tonight? What would you have done instead? In my case, watch Jeff Marshall talk about the least used station in Derby. Fantastic.
Plane spotting. Standing on the end of the runway and watching planes land in this weather.
Oh, I'd love to. In fact, I can do that, to be honest with you. In fact, seeing a ginormous
hunk of metal
moving in the wind is the most frightening thing.
Coming towards you mean? Yeah.
It's amazing. I remember getting a video of one of them. Amazing how close you can get to them up near what's it? How come I got Hatton Cross? Hatton Cross is literally on the runway.
Was that London City?
No. That's South London. No, this is where I live, West London.
So what airport's that?
Heathrow. Sorry,
Heathrow. Right.
Airport.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic, especially at night. At night, it's really surreal. You get so many people sat in a field just watching the planes flying over. You get that close that if I was a few feet tall, I could probably jump and touch the actual engine. It's crazy. Oh, just get on with it, for God's sake.
Almost there now. Salah blanks, it seems. There we go, full time.
Yay! But Mane annoyingly gets a yellow card, which means that
Mane's on 5 points, 2 more than Salah.
Yeah. Not the.
What a load of rubbish! I'm glad that we had some discussions about other things in that. Well, what can I say? Who's the real winner? Anish, triple Liverpool defence.
I think anybody that's got double or triple Liverpool defence, is a winner.
Maybe someone that's captained,
straight away,
like your friend,
blank. Of course, Aguero will blank.
Like your friend Sahil captained Robertson. That's the real winner.
He's in the Elite. He's just below us. Jace, just below me.
Well, apparently there's a chance that Alexander-Arnold now is on bonus 2, but of course the winning baps for Mane haven't come through yet, so that is probably yet to change. Well, actually, no, they're not, are they? Because Mane got a yellow card, so Alexander-Arnold's Alexander-Arnold bonus 2. So that's good. Robertson bonus 3. So yes, well done to those of you who own Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, and Mane. I think that we don't want to drag this podcast out much longer. I know you want to go to bed, and I need to open the kitchen up to the family. So I want to say thank you for joining us this evening on this absolute rollercoaster ride. It's been the 1-0 win of Liverpool over Norwich. Their unbeaten run continues. Will anyone beat Liverpool before the end of the season? That is the question. Who knows? I've got a horrible feeling that they're just going to keep grinding out these results. And there's all the Liverpool fans. I mean, what a time it is to be a Liverpool fan right now. Absolutely.
Well, I've said it. I think they're going to win the Champions League as well for exactly the reason what you just said. I think that they've just got this aurora around them where people don't feel they can penetrate them whatsoever. I mean, they're up against Atletico Madrid, a team which can't score and can only draw. So that's got 1-0 written all over it, and then 0-0 back at Anfield or vice versa. So
yeah, if you've enjoyed this podcast, give it a like, give it a thumbs up to show your support, and hit the subscribe button as well if you're not already subscribed. Elite FPL, we pretty much do live streams during games like this action-packed one now, and we look to do more over the coming weekend.
Yeah, we try to be entertaining during these games, but it's extremely difficult when quite literally nothing is happening. Absolute rubbish.
Yeah. So you want us to follow us on Instagram and Twitter and all those jazz.
Mainly Twitter.
Yeah, and don't forget also you want to become Elite FPL member on Discord as well. So Discord, the link is in chat. It's been spammed in chat quite a bit. Join us on Discord and look out for the next stream. Thank you ever so much, guys. Take it easy.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.